In this video, we will be solving two-step equations. Basically means we need to work the order of operations in reverse. First, we will undo the addition and subtraction, then undo the multiplication and division. Let's look at an example of this. We have 3x plus 4 equals negative 11. First, we're going to undo the addition and subtraction, which in this case is addition. So we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. First step there, taking 4 away, this is going to cancel. We do that, we're left with 3x equals negative 11 minus 4 more is negative 15. This is 3 times x equals negative 15. In order to undo multiplication, we need to divide both sides by 3. Divide both sides by 3. This 3 over 3 reduces to 1, and we're left with x equals negative 15 divided by 3 is negative 5. We can substitute this back in. 3 times negative 5, negative 15, plus 4 more gives us negative 11 because they're different signs. So you subtract them and keep the sign of the larger absolute value. Here we got some more examples. 5g plus 8 equals 48, and c divided by 7, negative 7, minus 3 equals negative 2. Let's do these one at a time. First one here, 5g plus 8 equals 48. We want to undo the addition and subtraction. In this case, it's addition. Same thing to both sides, because that's the way we solve equations. You must keep them balanced. 5g equals 48 minus 8 is 40. Divide both sides by the coefficient of the x of the variable. 5 over 5 reduces to 1. Now we have g equals 40 divided by 5 equals 8. Put the 8 back into the original equation. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 8 more, 48. That does check out. Now for the second one, we have c divided by negative 7 minus 3 equals negative 2. We must first undo this subtraction. So we add by 3, add 3 to both sides. Changes both of these, it reduces that. So we're left with c divided by negative 7 equals negative 2 plus 3 is a positive 1. In order to undo this division, we need to multiply both sides by, again, negative 7. This negative here needs to be incorporated when you're reducing. So those cancel or reduce down to 1. C equals 1 times negative 7, negative 7. If we wanted to put this back into the equation, negative 7 over negative 7 is a positive 1. Positive 1 minus 3 is positive 1, and we subtract the 3. Does that equal negative 2? And the answer is yes. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Does equal negative 2. So C equals negative 7 is the answer to that two-step equation. Now we have some that you can do for practice. 5n plus 5 equals 45. And negative 17 minus 2x equals negative 5. Give you a few seconds to start and work on those. Remember, our objective is to get the variable by itself, and we must do opposite functions in order to make that happen, starting with adding and subtracting first when we have multiple step equations. So we're subtracting 5 here. First step is to undo the addition. That cancels. We're left with 5n equals 45 minus 5 is 40. Divide both sides. Now we're undoing the multiplication. These reduce to 1. We have n equals 40 minus 5 is 8. Second equation. The negative 2x is in the middle here. Usually we see it on the first end, but don't let that deter you. We need to do the opposite of this negative 17. So we're going to add 17 to both sides. Add 17 to both sides. Those cancel out. We have, let me put a line here. Negative 2x equals negative 5 plus 17 is a positive 12. Different signs, subtract them, keep the sign of the larger absolute value. This is multiplication, so we want to divide by the coefficient. This reduces to 1x equals 12 divided by negative 2 is negative 6. Let's do 2 more. Z minus 23 all over 6 equals negative 25. And y over 4 plus 3 equals negative 25. The first one looks a little different than what we've done so far. But remember, we want to undo the operations in order to get the variable all by itself. So we must start here with getting rid of this 6 because that's the first thing that needs to be done here. I'm going to multiply this by 6. I need a little more room. So we're multiplying both of these sides by 6 times 6 here. And times 6 on the other side of the equation. These are going to reduce to 1, leaving the z minus 23 equals negative 25 times 6 is negative 150. Z minus 23 equals negative 150. The opposite of the subtraction here is the addition. So we'll add 23. Those cancel out. We have z equals negative 127. If you want to check it out, you can always substitute this negative 127 back into the original equation to make sure it comes out right. That's how you do your check. Number 4, first step we need to do here is undo the addition. So we subtract 3 from both sides. We're left with y over 4 equals negative 25 minus 3 more is negative 28. Y divided by 4 means we need to multiply both sides by 4 in order to isolate that variable. So we have y equals negative 28 times 4. 8 times 4, 32. 8 times 2 is, 4 times 2 is 8 plus 3 more is 11. Negative 112. Again, substitute this back into the y, into the original equation, and you can see if your answer is accurate. So we have done enough work in this particular section to give us a quiz. So the next thing you will see is the quiz. It will be attached in the resources, and you will also have answers that you can look at. Alrighty? We'll see you there. If this video has been helpful to you, then subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when new videos are posted. Also, visit us at 8minutemath.com where you can see our content and resources and and courses, things that are available to you there. Lastly, follow us on Facebook at 8minutemathshelp.com. We look forward to seeing you there.